Great morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So today's class is all about how to start and build your business online. Great morning, great morning. Don't forget to share this out. Share it with a friend, someone who's building their business so that they can benefit from the content. Good morning. So while we wait for a few more to hop on, I wanted to do some quick housekeeping. Number one, make sure you go down into the description if you are watching the on-demand version of this and grab your 5-part series. It's completely free and it will give you step by step what you need in order to build your profitable business online. That's number one. Number two, make sure you grab your money making bundle because it is ending in 2 days. So if you haven't grabbed your money making bundle yet, make sure you grab it because it's ending in 2 days. So remember, I put together that bundle because I wanted you to be ready for the new year. But all amazing things come to an end. So you can go below in the description or the link in my bio if you're watching this on Instagram, and you can grab the money making bundle because it goes away in 2 days, okay? And then number three, make sure that you text. So let me put the text information. If you would like a free content calendar, make sure you text the word content, CONTENT, to 206-309-8896. So text the word content to 206-309-8896. So don't forget, share this out. Let's get the energy together. Today we're going to talk about how to start and build and grow your business in the online space. And I'm going to share with you the 5 P's to making this happen. So there are 5 P's that you need to make sure that you have. Those 5 P's are your 5 pillars to a profitable business in the online space. And I'm going to break down those 5 P's for you step by step. If you're ready for the first P, give me a 1 in the comments if you are ready for the first P. So how's everybody doing? I hope you're doing great. Make sure you have your notebook because we are about to take some notes, okay? We're about to take notes, and then we're about to make this as actionable as we possibly can. So if you're ready for the first P, drop a P down below. Don't forget, share this with a friend. Okay? Great morning, everyone. It's so amazing that you have joined me this morning. And don't forget, I go live for right now. I'll be going live around 7:07 a.m. Eastern, around that time, okay? I try my best to be as on time as possible, but y'all know, when you're a mother, things happen. So, great morning. All right. So, let's get into it. So, before I jump into the first P, here's some background. So, most people ask, hey, does this work for any business? The reality is, okay, is that your ideal buyer is spending a lot of time on social media. Your ideal buyer is spending a lot of time online. Even if they are on Facebook, even if they are on Instagram, even if they are on TikTok. I'm telling you right now, they're either Googling something, they're on YouTube trying to figure something out. Your ideal buyer is online, period. Everybody online these days, okay? So you want to start thinking strategically. How can I work smarter? How can I market like a boss? How can I show up in 2022 and beyond to really position myself to attract my buyers to me instead of chasing them? So some people are still doing things the old way. Some people are still trying to, chase their clients around the social media and even offline. We want to be really intentional with the way that we show up in our business. And that's why we're doing this class today. So number one, you want to identify your problem. Now, one of the quotes that I hold very dear when it comes to building a business is, if you understand the problem that you solve, and if you're able to solve that problem, you will never be broke ever again. Your business needs to solve a problem. So in the comments, real quick, let me know, what problem do you solve? And I want you to think generally, even if you don't have a business right now, what is a problem you can solve? What is a pain point that you can eliminate? Okay, so let me give you an example. When I first got started in the online space, my problem that I solved was I helped others get traffic to their business. I helped them get traffic to their blog. I helped them use blogging to drive traffic. And the way how I stumbled into that is, like I said, when I first got started, I started blogging about being a vegan mom and raising my daughter vegan, right? She was vegan from birth. So I started blogging about that. And I was really good at it, apparently, because I made money in 2 weeks of being online and blogging. And so someone said to me, that's actually really amazing. Like, a lot of people don't make money that quickly in the online space. I didn't know it was amazing. I didn't think it was amazing. I thought it was amazing that I made money at all, right? And so I solved the problem of other moms at the time. My ideal target audience was other moms who wanted to build a business in the online space, but they weren't able to get in front of their ideal clients. And so I showed them what little I knew about blogging. And that's another thing. Sometimes we downplay how amazing we are. Sometimes we downplay the knowledge that we have. We think, oh, I don't know enough, right? I'm not good enough, right? I need to do more or know more, become more qualified. You just need to know more than who you're trying to help. So I'm telling you right now, there's a skill set that you have. There's knowledge that you have. There's something that you know that's already in your head that you can monetize and make money from. You just need to start thinking of it as valuable enough. So me personally, like when I first got started coaching around funnels, I didn't really think that funnels was that important, right? I didn't really think that funnels was something that I was going to coach around. And now that's my main thing. Like, I took it for granted for a very long time, right? And so now, all I really talk about is productivity and funnels, productivity and funnels, productivity and funnels. So I'm not judging, because I was right there in that boat with you. I didn't really hold the knowledge that I have as valuable enough. And so I didn't solve a problem that ended up turning into profits. Okay, so your problem is going to be very profitable for you. So I see here. So remember, we want to know what's the problem. I don't want to know what's your solution. So for example, if you're telling me clear skin, that's a solution. If you're telling me weight loss, that's a solution, right? Or we think everyone knows what we know. Yes, we think everyone knows what we know. So I thought everyone knew that, hey, you need to build your email list. Building your email list needs to be a priority. I thought I knew that everyone knew that. Some of my clients are millionaires and they don't have an email list. And I tell them, hey, if you had an email list, you'll be working less and even making more than what you're making right now. If you were able to make this much working as hard as you do, imagine if you were to become more productive, you'd be able to become more profitable, right? And a lot of my clients go from struggling, chasing clients, and a cycle of feast to famine, feast to famine, feast to famine. And now they're able to take vacations. Now they're able to not work late into the night. Now they're able to, if they're sick, stay home from work. There are entrepreneurs who can't miss a day of work. They have to go to work even if they're feeling sick, right? So you want to think about what's the problem. The problem for my people is they're working too hard, right? That's my ideal buyer, working too hard, not making enough money. My ideal buyer is working too hard, not making enough money. So what's the problem? What problem do they have? And if you're struggling to come up with your problem, join me on Sunday for the first workshop, okay? The first workshop in the Business Building Bootcamp. Link is in the bio. If you're watching this way after that, there's going to be a free course for you that you can go through that will help you out as well, all right? So identify your problem that you're going to solve. And when you identify that problem, what you're going to realize is that you will never be broke ever again. your business will always be positioned to profit. Because if you're able to remove pain, if you're able to solve a problem, now you become a solution. And when you become a solution, guess what? People will pay you for that solution, which brings me to number 2. So if you're ready for number 2, give me a 2 down below if you are ready for number 2. Social media, everything, posting newly and putting out content. Okay, so we still want to get clearer on your problem. So excited for Sunday. Yes, that 5-day boot camp, I'm putting everything into it. And just a side note, I changed the time for the boot camp. It's now going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern. The reason being is I forgot this year. I told myself boundaries. I don't go to sleep after 10 p.m. if I can help it. Okay. So if I start the class at 9 p.m. Eastern, that's 10 p.m. my time, it's too late. So boot camps are going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to send an email out to let you know about that later. But for those of you who are here live, how to change the time. I'm being really intentional in 2022. All right, so we have number 2. Don't forget, share it with a friend. Share it with a friend. Number 2 is you need to choose your second P is profitable person. Profitable person. So here's a big mistake that most of us make. We want to serve everyone, okay? We want to serve everyone. And so for me, my person that I chose when I first got started was single moms, because I was a single mom and I felt like, oh my goodness, if I had this information, I would, like, it would change my life if I had this information earlier. And I wanted to change the lives of other single mothers. But what I also forgot was single mothers don't have money. And so for a little bit, I was struggling. I was like, why is no one buying my stuff? Like, it's so affordable. And it's because my ideal buyer was a single mother. And I get people telling me, well, I want to serve this person, that person, or whatever. But the reality is, if they can't pay you, you're not in business. You're running a charity. Okay? So my shift came when I decided that I was going to, yes, I still help single moms, but I help single moms for free for the most part, unless they can pay, right? So that's why I do these free live streams. That's why I started my YouTube channel. That's why I started my blog. So all the information there is really, really good. They can use that for free. But my ideal buyer, I had to shift my ideal buyer. So you want to ask yourself, like, can your ideal buyer get you to profits? Are they a profitable person, or are they just a person that you choose because you feel good about it? And then you also want to ask yourself, like, is your ideal person one person? It needs to be one person. So you're going to have a group of people that you can help. So for example, one of the groups of people that I helped when I first got started was network marketers, because I was in network marketing when I first got started, right? When I first started blogging, I was in network marketing and I did pretty good with it fast, right? So that was the group of people that I wanted to help originally. But then you need to get even clearer on that individual person that you're going to target, because this is what's going to allow your messaging to be magnetic, your marketing to be sticky and converting, your content to be consistent, because now you would never ask yourself, like, what content am I going to create? So that's our second P. First P is you need to solve a problem. Second P is you need to figure out who's your profitable person. You need one person that you are going to solve that problem for. And that person needs to be able to pay you to solve the problem. Write that down. The person needs to be able to pay you to solve the problem. Underline that, highlight that. That's the key part of your profitable person. Your one person needs to be able to pay you in order to solve the problem. Okay? And if you have questions, drop them in the question box down below so that I don't lose track of them. I'm going to answer all your questions. So just drop them in the question box down below. I'll do Q&A for sure. So if you're ready for number 3, the third P, give me a 3 down below in the comments. So for those of you who are joining late, make sure you go ahead and you grab, you register for the free 5-day boot camp. That's number 1. Number 2, the money making bundle. I am retiring that bundle. So it was just for New Year. So it's going away in 2 days. Click the link in the bio. Grab you your money making bundle. And then number 3, text content to 206-309-8896. You're going to grab your free content calendar. so that you get 31 content ideas to jumpstart your consistent content creation. Okay. Number three is profitable positioning. And again, I'm going to go even deeper on the bootcamp, but profitable positioning allows you to make money a lot easier, because when somebody comes to your Instagram, now they know exactly who you are, who you serve, why they should buy from you. So I get asked a lot, like, how are you able to make sales from people who met you 2 minutes ago? Because my Instagram is positioned for profit, right? I had to be positioned for profit before I was able to position my Instagram. So I had to ask myself, who do I serve? How do I serve them? Why am I valuable? And you need to put that forefront. So I didn't do it this morning, and that's like a big faux pas on my part. So I'm going to do it now so you can kind of see how I'm able to do it. And you need to let people know over and over again, because the more you repeat it, the more it's going to become sticky, the more it's going to become memorable. So you need to ask yourself, what is your profitable positioning statement? And if you're registered for the bootcamp, you're going to get a free template when you join me live on Sunday that will allow you to map out your profitable positioning statement. So for example, whenever I go live, I always let you know, hey, I'm Kalita, passive income coach and funnels and marketing expert. I show women entrepreneurs how to attract their buyers on autopilot and generate sales on demand with a simple sales system. Okay, that is my profitable positioning statement. And yeah, like my clients started saying, I'm the funnel queen. Like, that's fine. But at the same time, I'm a little hesitant to say funnel queen because I only do simple funnels, and that could be like, a little limiting belief, and that's fine, right? But what are you going to dominate in? Like, what are you going to be the boss in? What are you going to be the expert of? What do you want to be known for, right? Whatever you want to be known for, you need to show up, you need to boss up, and you need to claim that. You need to talk about that. You need to let everybody know over and over and over again. You need to say it all the time. And so I forgot to do it this morning, which is like 1 in a million. But you need to make sure that you are consistently telling your people who you are, what you're the expert of, what problem you solve. And you probably are thinking to yourself, oh, but I don't want to say it all the time. I promise you, somebody didn't hear. Somebody that needs to hear did not hear. Your bio needs to represent what you want to be known for, okay? Your content needs to scream from the rooftops what it is that you are the expert in. So when I go to your page and you're a graphic designer, I need to go to your page and I need to understand that you are a graphic designer. I need to know, who are you a graphic designer for? If you're helping women with painful periods, when I go to your page, your bio should scream that at me. Your highlights should give me more information on that. And the content on your page should educate me, should let me know that you are an expert, a specialist. You specialize in that area. Does that make sense? Drop your favorite emoji if that is making sense. So write this down. What am I the expert of? What? You can't hear me? Let me know if you can't hear me. You can't hear me? Okay, so write this down. Write this down. Thank you, Destiny. Thank you, Tiny. Write this down. I want you to write this down. What am I the expert in? And you need to add that to your list of affirmations, okay? You need to repeat every day, I am the whatever. I am the expert at this. I am the best this. So if you do pedicures, I am the best whatever at doing whatever. Like, you really want to repeat it over and over again. You want to write it down. You want to reinforce this because you need to believe it so that you can confidently show up as such. If you don't believe you are the best, then why should I believe you are the best? Why should I invest in you? Why should I pay to be in your proximity if you don't even believe it yourself? So you need to believe it first. And so I want you to write that down. And then I want you to take a post-it note, okay? Write on the post-it note what you are the expert in. I need you to stick it next to your, like on your desk. I need to stick it on the wall in front of your desk. I need you to put it on your MacBook, your computer, your whatever. You need to put it where you're working. And the reason why is because every single piece of content, everything you do in your business, it needs to align with what you want to be known for. See, this was a trick that I did when I first got started, because I realized I was talking about way too much. No, I am on number 3. I was talking about way too much things I was talking about. And because I realized, hey, if I talk about everything, then I'm not going to be known for anything, I wrote down on a post-it note exactly who I was speaking to and what I was going to be known for. And so whenever I did content, whenever I created content, whenever I posted, I made sure that I was in alignment. Is this in alignment with what I want to be known for? And so if you realize that your people aren't really connecting with you, if you realize that you aren't booking enough clients, if you realize you're not making enough sales, now you want to go back to the drawing board and you want to ask yourself, like, is your content on target? Are you creating consistent content that's reinforcing what you want to be known for? If that's a no, do the post-it note trick. After 30 days, you will never forget what it is you need to be talking about. Always ask yourself, is this positioning me as the expert that I want to be? If it's a no, ditch it. If it's a yes, go hard with it. Okay? So that's number 3. Profitable positioning. You want to be the solution, right? You want to become the expert, okay? And when you're the solution and you become the expert, it really allows you to be known. Most people think, oh no, I need to, do everything and be everything for everyone. That's the fastest way to never be known. But when you are one thing for one specific person, not everybody gonna want to work with you, because everybody wants to work with a specialist. Everyone wants to work with an expert. And when you're known for that one thing, now you can become known for multiple things, because now you can infer your expert status onto other people, onto other areas that you want to be known for. Okay? And I get so much pushback on this. I see people who are trying to do, and this is a real life example, okay? So, but I'm not picking on anyone. I'm just saying, but I've seen people, when I go to their pages and they are doing hair, right? They do hair. They make wigs. They're braiding. They're doing wigs. They're also out here doing nails, and they're doing manicures. They're doing pedicures. They're selling clothes, right? They're selling clothes, and then all of a sudden now they're fitness expert, doing like 8 and 9 different things. And then they ask me, why am I not making enough money? Like, I'm offering all these different things. Why am I not making enough money? Why is nobody buying? Because we confused, sis. We confused. Like, what do you do? If you are trying to run 8 businesses, 9 businesses, sell all these different things, your focus is split. So when your focus is split on all these different areas, you're lending 10% energy over here, 5% energy over here. If you post in the morning about wigs, and then you post in the afternoon, hey, join me to work out for $10. And then you post in the evening, hey, buy these shoes or buy this shirt. We confused. We don't know what it is that you do. Like, for real. So you need to figure out what's the one thing and go all in on that one thing. I promise you, when you go all in on that one thing consistently for 30 days, and sometimes it doesn't take 30 days, sometimes it only takes 2 weeks of you being consistent and focused on that one area in your business, right? For you to take off. I am telling you, I have seen this over the last decade. When you stop splitting your focus and you let your one thing or your one focus be your focus and commit to that focus, you're going to realize that it is easier for you to profit. Because now, instead of you posting, if let's just say you posting 5 times a day, but every time you post, it's about something different. Imagine if you were to post just 3 times per day. So you're not even posting as often. You post 3 times per day, but you're posting about one specific area, right? And let's just say you decided, I'm going to focus on just making wigs. And you now take your focus off of the other 8 things that you were doing. And in the morning you post something, in the afternoon you post something about a wig, in the evening you post something about the wig. And I turn around and I see your stuff 7 times that week. I'm more likely to purchase, because you know it takes 7 times for us to make a buying decision. I'm more likely to purchase, right, the wig from you. But if you post the wig on Monday, then you don't post it again for another 14 days because you're so busy posting about the other things that you're doing, I'm not going to make a buying decision. I'm not going to buy anything from you. For one, I don't think you're serious, because what you're doing, like, how are you an expert at making wigs, at doing nails, at selling clothes, at making this, doing that? You can't be, right? So choose your focus and focus on your focus. I do things, but I do not feel like I am qualified to say I am an expert. So remember, we talked about this in December. Here's the thing. Most of us, when we say we're not qualified to be an expert at something, that's because of a confidence problem, right? That's confidence. And so for me, what I've been telling my clients is you need to build your confidence. When you are confident, nobody or anyone can take whatever it is that you are saying that you are an expert in away from you. You aren't trying to be an expert to someone who, let's just say that you have an associate's degree in a specific area. You aren't trying to be an expert to someone who has a PhD. If you have an associate's degree, you're trying to be an expert to someone who doesn't have an associate's degree. So you are always an expert to the person who is needing whatever your expertise is. And that's where most of us fall down. Secondly, a lot of us grew up in a traditional educational system, okay? So we think that expertise, that certificates and accolades equates expertise. That's not the case. Being an expert is just about how much skill set do you have, right? How much experience do you have? What result can you help me get? So let's just say that you can make a shirt and I need a shirt. You are an expert to me. You're the person that I need. But if I needed, let's say, a shirt with like beads and all the extra stuff, then you are not the expert for me. I'm not your ideal client. I'm not your ideal buyer. So every single day, that's why I told you, get that piece of paper, write down your affirmation and affirm, I am an expert for a specific person. That also goes back to your targeting. We'll go even more in depth on that on Sunday at the boot camp. That goes back to your targeting. Who are you trying to target? If you're trying to target someone who can't do what you can do, who does not have what you have to offer, you are the person for them. You are the expert for them, right? And so we also need to get out of the habit of talking ourselves out of things as well, and limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs are very real. We want to shift from a scarcity mindset into a growth mindset. Every single time you catch yourself saying something like, I'm not good enough, and I'm not speaking to anyone in particular anymore, this is just a general thing, by the way, but anytime you catch yourself saying things like, I'm not good enough, or I'm not capable enough, or I'm not an expert, stop yourself in your tracks, right? Stop yourself in your tracks and ask yourself, no, how can I reframe that? How can I shift from that? I am good enough for X person. I can do whatever it is that you are saying you can't do or you're not good enough to do. So it's all about shifting your focus, right? Rerouting your focus and speaking positive things into yourself. And another thing that I've been realizing more and more is that your energy, your environment affects your energy. That's why a lot of successful people, they're always working out, right? They're always working out. They change their environments. They go running, they go to the gym, they take trips, all that stuff. Because when you change your environment, your energy changes. And when your energy changes, your focus you're able to maintain your focus in different areas. Also, you want to be careful as well, the thoughts that you have. You want to think to yourself, what are you thinking? What are you thinking on a daily basis? Are you thinking things that are allowing you to grow? Are you thinking things that's allowing you to thrive? Are you thinking things that will allow you to be profitable, right? So here's a quick challenge. Here's a challenge, and we did this in December. For 30 days, the next 30 days, All I want you to do is focus on feeling good. That's all I want you to do. After 30 days, it's going to become a habit, and it's going to become almost second nature to you, and you're going to start catching yourself. So I want you to just focus on feeling good. I want you to, every single time you start thinking something negative, you start thinking, oh, my Instagram isn't growing fast enough, or I'm not getting enough results, or I'm not, whatever. I want you to ask yourself, okay, how can I reframe this? How can I now focus on making this into a positive? Remember, everything happens for you, not to you. So 30 days, let's focus on feeling good. That's all we're going to do for 30 days. Now, let me tell you how this changes your life. When you focus on feeling good and you feel good and you feel good, you're going to show up and you're going to do good things. When you show up and you do good things, like you're going to do more good things for your business. You're going to do more good things for yourself. You're going to work out. You're going to show up and create content, right? You're going to invest in yourself because you feel good. So now you know that when you invest, you're going to get money back. You know that when you invest time, when you invest money, you're going to make more money, right? You're going to reclaim time because you're investing that time now so you can get it back in the future. So you want to focus on feeling good, so you do more good things, so you receive more good things in your business, all right? So that's just a really quick side note. 30 days, we're going to focus on feeling good. Put the alarms in your phone. So we cover this in December, and I'm going to do this 30-day challenge that we did in December. I'm going to do it after the boot camp. So we're going to go back through that entire 30 days again. But for now, let's just focus on feeling good and doing good things, okay? Great morning, everyone. Great morning. Thank you so much for joining. So for those of you who are joining late, I am Khalida. I am a passive income coach. I am a funnel and marketing expert. I have been in the online space now for over 10 years, over a decade. And I help women just like you. Y'all know I can't multitask. Anyway, I help women just like you generate passive income in their business by attracting buyers on autopilot and generating sales on demand with a simple sales system. I go live every single weekday morning, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at around 7:07 a.m. for now, okay? And you can text the word content, CONTENT, to 206-309-8896 for a free content calendar to jumpstart your content creation for your business. Because, you know, consistent content means consistent coins. Now, if you haven't invited a friend, share this with a friend or 10. That's number one. Number two, I would love if you can sign up for the free 5-day business building bootcamp. Link is in the bio. And then number three, the money making bundle that I put together with my top ebooks and a mindset course. It is going away on Friday. So I put that together for the new year. If you haven't grabbed it as yet, make sure you click the link in the bio because it's going to be dissolving. So you might be able to purchase like one or two of them, but then you're going to have to buy them individually, which will be way more money than the bundle, okay? So go ahead, grab that. It goes away in just about 2 or 3 days. So click the link in my bio, grab the money making bundle, and start making money daily. All right, so that was number 3. If you're ready for number 4, give me a 444 down below. So recapping really quickly, we got started with you need to figure out what is the problem that you are going to solve. What's the problem you solve? Number 2, you need to know who's your person. So remember, there are 5 P's: problem, person. Somebody asked me to repeat it. So problem, person. Number 3 is positioning. If you're ready for number 4, give me a 4 down below. Give me a 4 down below. Yes, the money making bundle is going away. It was just like something special I put together for the new year. The money making bundle, it has the money making manual in it, which is like the holy grail of making consistent coins in the online space. Okay, it's how you can make money every single day. If I bought the money making bundle before, do I have to get an upgrade to that? Send me an email so I can check to see what it is that you bought. If you bought the money making bundle, was only available this year, so you couldn't have bought it before. Like, I never sold it before. So what was I saying? Right, it has your money making manual, which is like 52 things you can do to make money daily in your business. That's number 1. Number 2, it has the content to coins Instagram content planner. So if you want to create consistent content online, and you can apply it to Facebook. So I have people who bought it and apply it to Facebook in different areas, but it really breaks down content marketing for you. It gives you 77 content ideas. It gives you calls to actions. It gives you formats, all that good stuff. So that's in there. Then the ultimate guide to digital products. So if you're getting started with digital products and you ain't really sure where to get started, the ultimate guide is in there. And then the mindset magic is also in there, because mindset is everything. If you aren't thinking correctly, if your mind isn't right, guess what? You aren't going to be able to generate the kind of money that you want to generate. Honestly, if my mindset, it wasn't where it was today, I would not be making the kind of money that I make. I would not be showing up every morning for you lovely ladies and gentlemen, for some of you who are here. So your mindset is everything, okay? If you find yourself thinking to yourself, I'm not good enough. If you find yourself thinking to yourself, I'm not being consistent enough. If you find yourself doubting yourself, it's a mindset problem, and you really want to work on that. So I put that in there because I know mindset is everything. So that bundle is going away soon. You can grab it so you can save you some coins, or you can pay like 3 times more when you buy them separately. And then some of those things aren't even going to be for sale anyhow. So go get it. All right. So I saw your 4s. Number 4. So we have problem, person, positioning. Number 4 is platform. Number 4 is platform. Okay. Number 4 is platform. So what is platform and why is it important? You need to choose the platform that your ideal person, your ideal buyer, your profitable person is on, and that you can use to build your audience. Okay. So why is that important? Why is that important? That is important. Great morning. That is important because you need to have people to sell to. So when I talk to so many people, right, and they launch amazing businesses, like you have amazing products, you skilled, you have a lot of good knowledge, and you're wondering, like, does nobody want my stuff? Why is nobody buying? Like, why am I not making sales? And it's not that you it's not a product problem. Sometimes it is a packaging problem, but for the most part, that's not the problem. The problem is that you haven't chosen to position yourself on your platform correctly. So let me know in the comments, what platform are you going to master in 2022 and beyond? Like, what platform are you focusing on? You need to focus on a specific platform, okay? Now, before I said, oh, I'm going to focus on YouTube, I'm not going to focus on YouTube. Like, funny enough, and this is why everyone needs a coach. If you don't have a coach, you need a coach or 2. So I have like 3 coaches that I'm working with right now, right? And that's how actually you become the best at your game. That's how you make more and more and more and more money, okay? When you invest in coaching. If I didn't have my coach, I would probably be tearing my hair out right now. But yesterday on our coaching call, I was straight up. I was like, I don't really want to sit down and film videos for YouTube. Like, I told her that. I used to do YouTube back in the day, and I was really excited about it, really passionate about it, really good at it. But I don't want to sit down and film videos for YouTube. My first YouTube video was supposed to drop yesterday, right? And I was just like, I don't feel like doing it. And there was like a whole bunch of, and sometimes, okay, when you don't feel like doing something, you need to get over yourself, build the discipline, do the work, and make it happen. But I knew that wasn't that. That wasn't that at all. It was just, I didn't feel like it. So she was like, I said, you know what? Like, I go live every morning on Instagram. Can I just take this stuff on Instagram and put it on YouTube? She was like, yeah, like, what's wrong with that? Like, it's not like YouTube is your main platform. It was going to be, but it ain't going to be no more. Instagram is going to remain my main platform. Instagram is going to remain my main platform for 2022, okay? And then, like I told you guys before, you need to build a web of presence across the internet. So I'm going to be on YouTube. So I'm going to take all the replays from these live streams. If you want to catch the replays, they're going to be all on YouTube. I'll post some bonus stuff on YouTube as I feel like it. But my focus is Instagram. See, for most of us, the reason why your following ain't growing, the reason why your audience isn't growing, the reason why you aren't able to build community is because you haven't focused on just one platform. So remember, we got started at the beginning. You need to focus on your one problem, right? You need to focus on your one person. You need to focus on your one positioning. You need to focus on your one platform. So by the end of 2022, now I need to go back, because originally I was going to focus on YouTube and my goal was to get 25,000 subscribers on YouTube. I don't care about YouTube like that. I mean, I do, but I don't care about YouTube like that. My goal is Instagram. So now I need to go back and I need to set my goal. Okay, what is my impact for Instagram? I really don't care about followers. Followers do look good if you're trying to be an influencer, if you're trying to get brand endorsements and stuff like that. But that's not what I'm trying to do. So now, I remember we talked about this yesterday. If you missed yesterday, go to YouTube, check it out. But what you need to do every time you pick a platform, remember what I said. Write this down. If you missed yesterday, write this down. Progress is the key to profits. Progress is the key to your profits, right? If you're not progressing, you're probably not going to profit in your business. And if you want to know if you're progressing, you need to track. So now I need to ask myself, how am I going to know if I am growing on Instagram? And so I'm going to be breaking down Instagram, and I think it's either the 3rd or 4th class next week. So if you haven't signed up for that boot camp, sign up for the boot camp. If you're watching this on YouTube, like way later, there's going to be a free class in the description for you to watch. But just know that just because somebody's doing something as well doesn't mean you need to do it. So just because I'm doing Instagram doesn't mean that you need to do Instagram. Although there is this principle that I learned about, and for the life of me, I've been thinking about it for about a week now. Who was it that said it? And I remember being either on a live stream or I forgot to put my AirPods in and a truck is passing. But I was on a live stream or a class or something, and somebody said you need to pick a hair, right? And what she meant is you need to find someone who's a little bit ahead of you, or maybe a little bit more than a little bit ahead of you, and they don't even need to know you exist, right? You need to choose them, and then you need to chase them. And so last year I had a hair, and I passed my hair. Sometimes you're going to pass them. Sometimes they're going to remain ahead of you. But you need to focus on someone who's doing what you want to do or doing something similar to what you want to do. Or for example, if you realize that you want to grow on Instagram, right? Or you want to create consistent content. You want to find someone who's consistent with their content or who's growing on Instagram, and you want to use them as your hair. You want to use them as that person that you are going to, chase down. And the goal is, to catch them, right? And sometimes you ain't going to catch them because if they're consistent, if they're focused on growing, then they're going to keep chasing their hair. But that really just allows you not to compare yourself, okay? And it's not about competition, but you need to have a focus. You need to have a destination in mind if you intend to grow in your business. And so you want to find someone that you can kind of like chase. And it doesn't have to be someone in your industry. So for example, if you want to be a billionaire, then maybe your hair could be Rihanna. Maybe your hair could be Kanye. Maybe your hair could be Kylie, right? Like pick someone who is where you want to be, and you chase that person. And I don't want you to misunderstand what I'm saying. I'm not saying compete with them. I'm not saying compare yourself to them. That's just someone that's ahead of you that you are going after. And then here's another tip that I want to share with you. You need a coach. Whether you want to admit it or not, you do. If you want to quantum leap this year, you need a coach. I realized that I needed to go into longer term coaching for my business last year because I had ridiculous goals this year. So what I did was I went out and I found a coach who had already done what I wanted to do. And what I realized is I didn't want to do a little 2-month coaching or 3-month coaching, right? Like I normally did. I wanted to do something that was longer term so that she was able to guide me over a period of time. And actually, that coaching program is the reason why my coaching program, Consistent Coins, now comes with 12 months of group coaching. And yesterday she told me I need to increase the price, double the price, because I have way too much in there and I'm giving way too much. But for January, I'm going to keep the price low. And then the next time I open it up, I'll increase the price. But the point of what I'm saying is that you need a coach, not because you can't do it without a coach, right? You can do it without a coach. But you probably won't be able to do it fast enough. You're probably going to take longer to hit your goals if you don't get a coach. And that's just the reality. Like, I'm amazing at marketing. I'm amazing at productivity. Like, I'm amazing at what I do. I am the expert, however, for my clients. I am the expert for people that I'm helping. You can't see what you can't see. And that was one of the things I had to understand. So before, like way back, I used to say, oh, I don't need a coach. Like, I'm good. But you can't really see the problems looking from the inside out. You need someone looking from the outside in. And that is what is going to quantum leap my business this year. Yes, the work ethic is needed. Yes, you need to implement. Yes, you need to do the work. Yes, you need to do your personal development. But having someone to say, do this, or that doesn't make sense is amazing. And that's exactly what she did for me yesterday. And that one thing alone is going to be amazing for my business in January. So that's a pro tip. That's a quick tip. It's a business hack. It's whatever you want to call it. You need a coach. Okay? All right, so number 4 was your platform. You want to pick your platform. So drop the platform that you're going to focus on in 2022 for this year. What platform do you want to focus on? What platform are you going to focus on this year? Okay, so we have Instagram, we have TikTok, and you can start dropping your questions in a little question bubble down below because we're almost done. We have Instagram again, Instagram. Okay, so I did a poll in my stories and 100% of people said Instagram. So what I'm going to do is, not what I'm going to do. So that's how I decided that I was going to do an Instagram class this upcoming week. I'm going to do day 4. We're going to talk all about Instagram. And I believe Instagram is an amazing platform to focus on. Here's why I believe that. Because Instagram has all these different formats that you can leverage. If you don't want to do video, although I recommend you do video, but if you don't want to do video, you can do written posts. Like, my written posts still do really well. If you don't want to do written, you can do video. Right? If you don't want to post every day, you can use your stories. You can do live streams. So for me, there was a point in time when I didn't really post on Instagram. I just went live on my lunch break at work almost every day. I just went live because that's the time I had, and I went live on my lunch break. So between after my first class, before I went back to the staff room, I would go live for about 20 minutes or so, and then that was it for my content. Now, you probably could get away with that now, but it's a little bit more competitive now. It's a little bit more, got to show up a little bit more consistently now. But I like Instagram because it doesn't matter what your strength is, whether it is video or written, you can really position yourself to be profitable on the platform. You just got to be consistent, right? Consistency should probably be one of the words you write down all over the place for 2022. I will be consistent. I am consistent. I'm the most consistent person I know. Okay? So, your platform. So, Instagram, definitely join me for the boot camp. Trust me, if you want to focus on Instagram this year, you're also going to have to do some work on your consistency if you haven't been consistent before. And again, grab the free content calendar. All you need to do is text content, CONTENT, to 206-309-8896. It's completely free. Okay. All right, give me a 5 if you're ready for number 5. Give me a 5 if you're ready for number 5. And if you have questions, drop them in the question box. If you have questions, drop them in the question box. Don't forget to sign up for the free boot camp. It starts on Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Don't forget to grab the Money Making Bundle. It goes away on Friday. Instagram for me. Okay, so almost everyone said Instagram. Awesome. I'm thinking I might do an Instagram series. I'm thinking about it. Like, I don't really like teaching Instagram. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't like teaching Instagram. I'm going to be very honest. That's not like my area of expertise. I don't like teaching it. I can, and I help my clients like come up with their own custom strategy for Instagram, but I don't like teaching it. I don't know if that makes sense. I really don't. All right, so number 1, problem. Number 2, person. Number 3, positioning. Number 4, platform. Number 5 is packaging. You need to package your solution. So, what do I mean by that? So you know that my area of expertise is digital products and digital services. I believe that every single woman should have at least one digital product or digital service. The reason why I believe you should have at least one digital product or digital service is because look what happened. And I know a lot of people say, oh, look what happened in the pandemic. You need to do this. But reality is, right, is if you have a digital product, you can work from anywhere. You can be sick and not have to show up. Right? So I believe that every single woman, whether you own a business or not, you should focus on building your platform up, building your audience, and you should focus on having a digital product or a service. However, you need to start where you are. How can you package up your expertise, your skill set? So even if you make clothes, you can teach something, right? Even if you, so I think someone said they make wigs. If you make wigs, you can teach people how to do something around wigs and sell that. You can literally package almost anything up as a digital product and sell it. Every person needs to have at least one digital product. And so my goal when my clients are done with consistent coins is you will have at least one digital product and or at least one digital service. Okay? Most of my clients end up with multiple, but you need at least one. And the first one we're going to focus on is an ebook, right? Then we're going to move on and we're going to level up. So you can start with, an ebook, let's say for $7 or something, or $20 or whatever you want to price it at. And then you need to increase your price points. So for me, I would love if you could have at least 3 digital products or services. And that's what we're going to focus on. Then we're going to focus on how are we going to make sales consistently from whatever it is that you've created. That's the key. Making consistent money. So it's one thing if you got the product, if you got the service, but how are you going to make consistent money from it? Right? How are you going to make money or wake up to an email that said, oh, you made $100 and you've been asleep? Or you're at the grocery store, so you probably maybe you have or maybe you haven't. But when I was living in Canada, I hated going to the grocery store. It was so expensive. Okay, they had this HST tax that I hated going to the grocery store. Every time I went to the grocery store, because they added the tax on at the cash register, so you could kind of like guess, but it was always over. And this is when I was first starting out in my business. So I was working 2 part-time jobs. I was full-time in school. I was like, it was a little bit of a struggle. So when I went to the grocery store, I always tried to guess how much it was going to be. And I had like this real bad energy every time I go to the grocery store. So when I started doing my personal development, one of the things that I did was I shifted the narrative. So every time I went to the grocery store, I would say, oh, I'm going to make more money while I'm at the grocery store than I'm going to spend. And the first time I made money at the grocery store, it wasn't more than I spent, but it was like, wow, this really does work. I mean, I knew it worked, but I didn't believe, you didn't really believe. And then over the course of my business, every time I make money when I'm at the grocery store, I always smile because I knew where it started. So you need to start thinking to yourself, how good would it be if I take 2 days off, but I was able to make the same amount of money as if I were working? How good would it be, even though it's the weekend, I'm able to make money? How good would it be if you can pick up your phone, go live, and make $100? I mean, or 1,000, or 500, or 10,000, whatever your goal is, right? For me, it doesn't matter how much money I make. It's not about the amount of money I make per se. It's about the fact that, I can make money literally from my phone. I can make money literally, type up an email, make money. And that's the main goal of consistent coins. It's just, I want you to be able to do the same. I want you to be in your bed, right? Write an email, make money, go back to sleep if that's what you want to do. I want you to be on a plane, and when the plane lands, like that was one of my favorite things. When I went on vacation and I'm on the plane and then the plane lands and I make spending money for the next week on vacation. That was like amazing to me. And the reality is that you can do the same thing. But first of all, you need to believe that you deserve to make that kind of money. You need to believe that you deserve to make money in that way. You need to believe and you need to know with everything within you that it is possible for you. Listen, ain't nobody special. Nobody is more special than you when it comes to making money and building a profitable business. You need to believe that you deserve the very best for yourself. You need to believe that you deserve to make money on autopilot. You need to believe that it's possible, because if you don't believe that it's possible, then guess what? Whatever you believe is true. So that's why I'm so big on telling yourself what it is that you need to believe. So I literally tell myself, hey, this is what you need to believe. And I repeat it and I repeat it until I believe it. Because remember, a belief is just a thought that you keep on thinking. And then when you start thinking negative things, you need to catch yourself and tell yourself, hold up, this is not what I want to be my reality. Let me reframe. This is what I want to be my reality. Because the reality is whatever you think will become. Thoughts become things. And so if you keep thinking to yourself, oh, I don't make enough money, I don't make enough money, I don't make enough money, guess what? You don't make enough money, because that's what you constantly keep thinking. But if you keep thinking to yourself, I make money on autopilot every day, eventually you're going to start believing it. And when you start believing it, you're going to start doing the things that you need to do in order to make it happen. So let me show you like practically how that works. Right now, let's say you're working a job and you don't make enough money. You don't like your job. And so you're constantly telling yourself, I don't like my job. I don't make enough money at my job. I hate my job. But guess what? You're going to stay in your job that you don't like, doing things you don't like, not making enough money, just like you have been saying. But when you start to listen to what I'm saying, right? And instead of saying, I hate my job, I don't make enough money, and you start saying things like, I have a profitable business. I love my business. I'm able to retire from my job because of my business. I make money every single day in my business. When you start telling yourself these things, you start believing these things, right? I mean, because you start believing these things, guess what? You're going to start seeing opportunities pop up for you. Luck is just a preparation and opportunity happening. So because you believe that it's possible, now you're seeing opportunities. So right now, if you're telling yourself, I hate my job, I don't make enough money in my job, you've been hearing me talk about the fact that Consistent Coins is about to open, but you're not looking for opportunity. So you don't even realize that Consistent Coins could be your ticket, right? And I'm just using this as an example, okay? So you bypass Consistent Coins opens, it closes, you don't enroll in Consistent Coins. But then you start to tell yourself, oh, I start a side hustle. My side hustle makes 10 times the amount of money my job pays me. I love my new life. I make money every day. Money flows easily and effortlessly to me. And so because focus on feeling good, and so because start thinking positive and prosperous and profitable thoughts, now when I open up Consistent Coins, you get into Consistent Coins and you build the business, you do the work, you make the changes necessary for you to get the results that you have been saying that you wanted. Remember, manifestation is demonstration. Manifestation is an action word. Manifestation is doing the work, thinking the thoughts, becoming the person that you need to become in order to get the results that you want. And that's why you hear people saying that I wasn't ready for her back then, but I'm ready for her now. You may come across me right now and you aren't ready, right? Because thoughts are your governing thing. Like whatever you think is really what you're going to bring into reality. So if you're not ready, you're not ready. But then you might cycle back around in 3 years and I'm saying something similar, but it hits you different. So you really want to start thinking to yourself, like, what do you want to be your reality? You really want to start thinking to yourself, like, what do you want to show up for you in the next 12 months? You want to start thinking to yourself, like, what can I do differently? Because right now you're doing the same things you were doing in the last year and you're expecting different results. And that is, by definition, insanity. You need to start asking yourself, okay, am I now going to focus? Am I now going to choose one path until I am successful? Am I now going to sit down and learn what I need to learn? Am I now going to invest the time necessary and sacrifice so that I can invest the money necessary to get where I need to go? Am I now going to start thinking like the version of myself that makes the kind of money I want to make? Am I going to move into a growth mindset instead of staying in a limited type of thinking? Am I going to now remember that my thoughts become things, so I need to guard my thoughts, I need to guard my ears, because your ears have a road to your heart, and whatever you hear, eventually you're going to start thinking it. That's why it's so important for you to watch the type of music you're listening to. That's why it's so important to watch what you're watching. That's why it's so important to watch what you're reading. That's why they say proximity is power, because energies, and your environment is everything. Maybe you need to lock yourself in a room and do your work. Maybe you need to put some headphones in and listen to personal development so that you block out the people who are talking all these negative things that have you thinking that you aren't enough, that have you thinking that you don't have access to what you need access to in order to become the person you need to become. Because at the end of the day, manifestation is a doing word. A lot of us think that, we can just sit down and we can meditate ourselves into whatever we need. You need to know, think about it, and then you need to become it, and then you need to do it. So right now, you aren't the version of yourself that can receive what you need. Right now, you need to manipulate your mind. Right now, you need to manipulate your thoughts so that now you can rise up and become the queen, so that you can rise up, become the boss, so you can rise up and step into the power of who you really are. You see, a lot of us, we're forgetting who we really and truly are. We're forgetting, right, that God created us in his image, that God is within us already, and so we have everything. Everything is already in place for us to step up and receive. But you need to ask yourself, do you believe that you deserve it? For a lot of us, we don't believe that we are deserving, and so we don't believe that we are deserving, we don't receive. Right? And at the end of the day, success starts with you believing. Success starts with you believing. I'm going to say that one last time. Success starts with you believing. Because when you believe that it is possible, guess what happens? Now you know beyond a shadow of a doubt that it is on its way. And when you know that it's on its way, when you know that it's already done, now you're going to show up and do the work. Because guess what? It don't matter. Because guess what? When you show up, when you do the work, when you take the actions that are necessary, that's how you receive the results that you deserve. So I am going to give you permission, because sometimes we talk ourselves out of what we really need. I'm going to give you the permission this morning to believe that you deserve the very best for your life. And I want you to write this down. I deserve it. I deserve it. And once you realize that you deserve it, right? And you say that over to yourself, I deserve to be successful. I deserve to be the happiest version of myself. I deserve to be profitable. I deserve a business that is bountiful. I deserve all the blessings that are on their way to me. When you repeat that over and over and over to yourself, and you realize, okay, you know what? I need to take my power back. I need to take my power back from whoever I gave it to. Because remember, if somebody made you upset, if somebody made you believe that you don't deserve something, they have your power. Who has your power? Who are you going to take your power back from today? And when you realize that you really do have the power to take your power back, now you're going to show up. Now you're going to do the work. Now you're going to become exactly who you need to become in order to get what you want. And it all starts with you believing that you deserve it. And when you believe that you deserve it, and you know deep down inside of you that it's on the way, it is on the way. It is on the way. But you got to believe. And for us, most of us, we don't believe. We don't understand that it's already done. And all we need to do is show up and do the work. Remember, manifestation is a doing word. You have to know that you believe it. And then you need to show up and you need to do what is necessary to make it happen. Okay? So this morning, take your power back. Whoever has your power this morning, ask yourself, like, who got my power? Who has my power this morning? Because at the end of the day, whoever told you, maybe it was a teacher when you were 5. Maybe it was someone, a friend who kept on telling you, you ain't going to be nothing. You're not going to make any money. Maybe it's your husband. Maybe it's your wife. Maybe it's your best friend. Maybe it's your father. Maybe it's your mother. Maybe it's your kids. Whoever it is that have been saying these negative things, you need to put those headphones in. I know, like for real. Put the headphones in, and you need to manipulate your thoughts. Manipulate your mindset. Because when you manipulate what you're thinking, The thoughts that are becoming your negative things are now going to become positive. They got to go. So what do you need to remove from your life this morning? Like, write this down. What do I need to remove, right? Write this down. What do I need to believe? Write this down. Who do I need to become? So we're going to start the 30 days back after the boot camp next week. But I know that somebody needed to hear that I am giving you permission. If you were looking for permission, I give you the permission. You deserve the very best. Take your power back. You are powerful. You are made in the image of God himself. So why are you over here crying? Why are you over here in a bed talking about you can't get up because you're too depressed? Because you're too sad? Because something didn't work out? And believe me when I say I'm talking to myself too, because sometimes I'm talking to myself and I'm just letting you listen so I don't seem too crazy. But a lot of us, we use that word depressed too loosely. And because we say we sad and we depressed and they said this and they said that, so what? So now you say the opposite of that. Speak life over yourself. When you speak life over yourself, when you bring light into your light, listen to me. You are powerful. Your words are powerful. Think about this. This is the last thing before I go. Your words are powerful. I want you to think about where you are in your life right now. The thoughts that you are thinking or that you were thinking in the past, because after today, we not won't think like that anymore. But the thoughts that you were thinking in the past got you to where you are right now. So if you don't like where you are right now, guess what? Think differently. The thoughts you were thinking before. So you were thinking things like, I'm not good enough. You were thinking things like, I'm not qualified. I need to work a job in order to make ends meet. I can't start a business. Nobody's going to buy. I don't have what is needed in order to be profitable. I can't make more money than this. Nobody's going to pay me. So those thoughts became things. But what if you started thinking things like, I am so confident, I'm so consistent, I'm so disciplined, I'm so blessed, I am powerful beyond my wildest imaginations. My clients and my customers are on their way to me as I speak. People are begging me to pay me more than I'm even asking. There are truckloads of clients coming to me. Money is flowing and flowing and flowing to me. I can't even handle the amount of clients that are on their way. Oh, I'm about to be the first millionaire in my family. I'm about to make more money than I've ever seen. I'm about to be the most prosperous, profitable version of myself. I am going to do the work necessary. I'm going to wake up a little bit earlier so that I can invest in my mind so that I can make the money, because I know that unless my mind is right, my money ain't going to never be right. Instead of thinking a negative, why not think positive? Because the thinking that you have right now got you this far, and it ain't far at all, right? So now if you want to go forward, all it is you thinking different. So when you hop off this live stream, there's going to be somebody that's going to tell you something you don't want to hear. When you hop off this live stream, there's going to be somebody who steps to you a little sideways and you're going to look at them and you're going to say, I rebuke you, because the version of me that you're talking about no longer exists. When you get off this live stream, you're going to start being the version of yourself that you know you need to be in order to become the version of yourself that you see on the canvas of your imagination. See, every single morning after you pray, after you read your Bible, do all the good stuff, you need to close your eyes and you need to remind yourself who it is that you are, because a lot of us are operating as who we were. Right? We're operating as a past version of ourselves. We're operating as who we are currently, but you need to step into who you need to be right now so you can become who you are in the future. Let me repeat that. You need to step into who you need to be right now so you can become who you are in the future. And so you want to, on the canvas of your imagination, imagine who is that person? What does she do? That is the power in having a morning routine as well. Like, what's the routine that she has every day? Right? Like, what does she do on a daily basis? What time does she wake up? How does she show up in her business? How much time does she sacrifice to work on her business? How much money does she sacrifice? And that's how I got where I am today. Because I didn't spend the money on coaching like the version of myself that I was. I invested in coaching as the version of myself that I saw myself being. When I first got started, I didn't invest time in my business. as the version of myself that I was, I invested the time based on where I saw myself going. So I knew I had to figure out social media. I knew I had to figure out how to blog. I knew I had to figure out how to do live streams, because the version of myself that I saw myself becoming was someone who went live regularly. So I had to figure it out. Okay. So this morning, all I want you to leave with, of course, the 5 P's, because that's super important. That's what I came here for. But I know that somebody needs to take their power back. Somebody needs to believe that they deserve it. Somebody needed me to tell them, you have permission granted to become the version of yourself that has everything that you want. Okay. So I promised I would do Q&A. If you have questions, drop them in the question bubble. But if there are no questions, I'm about to go. Okay. We'll be back tomorrow at 7:07 a.m. But I really do appreciate you for joining me every single day. You hold me accountable. You keep me accountable. We've been going live now every day from December 1st. No, it was before December 1st. The end of November straight through till now. So your consistency is going to pay off. You doing the work on you, it's going to pay off. So I really do appreciate y'all holding me accountable, because me showing up, having this conversation with you keeps me on track as well. Okay? So, number 1, Business Building Bootcamp, link is in the bio. Number 2, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, because that's where all these replays will be going. Number 3, text content to 206-309-8896 for a free content calendar. Number 4, the Money Making Bundle. It is disappearing in a couple of days, so make sure you grab that. And number 5, Consistent Coins opens up at the lowest price it's ever going to be. My coach was like, I'm crazy, but I'm going to do it because I know why I'm going to do it. So that opens up on Sunday. So I appreciate y'all. I don't see any questions. Do we have any questions about anything? And don't forget, share the replay with a friend. Don't be selfish. Share a replay with a friend. And I don't see any questions. You're welcome. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. So have a fabulous day. Make sure that you remember, listen, something bad is going to happen. That's life, right? But now your perspective is going to be, if I ain't going to care about it a month from now, I'm not going to worry about it anyway. Okay? So something is going to happen. Something going to throw you a little off. But you're going to approach that from future you, the you that you're becoming, and what you're gonna realize is that that gave you a little bit of power back when you don't react, because he who angers you controls you. Have an amazing day. Have a prosperous day. Have a profitable day, and I will see you tomorrow at 7:07 Eastern. Have a great day, y'all. Bye.